Academy and sharing a little bit about the Tai Chi product line.
Hi, Joe.
See, I just want to take a few moments and have you share with me a little bit more in depth the Helix Designer Care System, because what I find today is hair product lines are so massive, so large. The client walks up to the retail area and they're just lost. Even the stylists today, there's just too many choices. And what I like is you guys made it a lot simpler, a lot easier, where we can just key in on a few things that have multiple usages versus just having one use for one product.
Absolutely. That's why I do like the Helix hair care line, with especially this first part. This is the healing part, to get the hair back into the awesome, perfect shape that you need to support the Helix cutting system. I like the shampoo that's in there. That is the refining shampoo. The pH balance is right in normal. It's a good cleansing shampoo. And all of the products, the Helix products, are created for the skin as well as the hair.
Well, and hair color is so big today. I guess one of the main concerns most people have is this going to be color? The second step, then, I feel, would be putting that hydration back into the hair with something like the Clean Moist. So tell me a little bit more about the Clean Moist.
Well, the Clean Moist has got this is the Tai Chi line, of course, and it has a moisturizer in the shampoo. So it really helps to put the moisture back into the shampoo or into the hair, like you were talking about with all the color and everything that people are doing in their hair. They need that moisture back in there. So it's built right into the Tai Chi shampoo.
So not only is it a cleanser, but I can cleanse and condition in one. And
Absolutely.
For so many years, that's what clients have wanted, is something that's just simple, easy, one product that has two usages.
Absolutely, and this is a fantastic product.
Great. And then once we cleanse with this as our second cleanser, then we want to go and reconstruct. What conditioner would we be using for that?
I would start out with the intensive conditioner. And that's in the Helix line. Yes, this is an awesome, awesome conditioner. It's not heavy, it doesn't weigh the hair down, but it has the keratin protein and silk in it also, which really, that helps balance out the moisture in the hair.
And keratin is a huge, huge buzzword right now.
It
Everybody's all about keratin right now. But I think the biggest concern many people have about conditioners is the weight, is the heaviness, and weighing on the hair. And so you're saying that you've never found this to be too heavy, too overpowering, all hair types, all hair textures. And I think that's true with everything in the line. It really is suited for all hair types and all hair textures.
It absolutely is, and I would consider it a weightless line. So yes, this is what I would recommend as far as a conditioner.
So once we've shampooed, done our second shampoo that also started to hydrate the hair a little bit, now use our intensive conditioner. I feel when working with hair, I want to equalize the porosity, even out the canvas of the hair. So what product would help us do that?
I would use the Equalizer, Joe, and that is a leave-in conditioner. I would use that right on top of the intensive conditioner to reconstruct the hair, to get the, like you said, to balance out the porosity and the elasticity in the hair so that we can have the optimal results in our Helix designing.
Now somebody else told me, as well as this being an equalizer, that we can use it as a cutting lotion or a cutting aid. How would I do that?
Well, you just mix a little bit of water in with it and leave it right in your squirt bottle, and as you're hydrating the hair, it will also put the moisture back in the hair and even out the porosity and the elasticity. So you can use it as a cutting tool.
Okay, so we've shampooed, we've done a second shampooing, we've reconditioned, reconstructed the hair, we've equalized the porosity. From there, where would we then go into the journey of either Tai Chi or Helix designer care to create the looks and the styles that we want to see?
Well, that's an awesome question, Joe, and the thing that I do like about both of the lines, the Helix line and the Tai Chi line, is it's like a prescription line. So whatever you want for the hair to be, however you want that to be, you can mix and match the products together. So if you have, and the different types of hair, if you have someone that has really super fine hair, of course you don't want to use a heavy product on there, but you can mix and match so that you can get the results that you're desiring.
Celie, we're talking about the different ways that you can utilize the equalizer as a cutting aid, as a cutting lotion.
Right.
Well, I know Joyce was telling me over here some other unique things about the equalizer.
You can use the equalizer just all the time, no matter what you're doing, and it will help your nails, help your skin tone. It's really good. It makes them grow
So not only am I getting a great cutting aid, but at the end of the day, I don't have to worry so much about my manicure.
You won't, but we will.
Oh, that's awesome, though, and I agree with you. And I will have to say that the equalizer and a lot of the Helix products are made for the hair as well as the skin. And I've even taken some of this equalizer and put it in my mascara to help my eyelashes. So it's a phenomenal product for the skin as well as the hair. And I've even used it on my face as a toner in the morning. So it's
and I think that's what the average woman wants today. She wants something that has multiple uses to it. Instead of just having one product for one use, we can have one product for maybe 5 different usages.
Know. That's so awesome.
That's great. So why don't we go ahead and get into a little bit more of the new exciting line that you guys have, the Tai Chi line.
That's great, Joe. Let's talk about that.
Well, you know, the first thing that I wanted to talk about in the Tai Chi line is we're hearing a lot of this buzz of sulfate-free.
I've heard that too.
But yet I also hear a lot of times is we're not getting any suds, we're not getting any lather. And you know, ever since I was a child, if it didn't bubble, it didn't work.
It wasn't working.
You know, but yet, tell me how you guys were able to create such a great shampoo that gives such lather to the hair.
Well, it's what I have found in using the Clean and Moist shampoo is it's kind of got a dual action to it. It doesn't have the sulfate in it, which is awesome, but it's like really super condensed. You don't need a whole lot, and I found that it does suds up and it cleanses real well as moisturizes the hair at the same time.
You know, and I love too what you guys have done is instead of the standard 8.5 ounce packaging, you've got 10 ounce bottles.
That's right.
So with being so condensed, so concentrated, I would think this really goes a long way.
It certainly does, Joe. I use even just that size sometimes on my back bar, and it's lasted a long, long time.
And in these times that we're in right now, I think that is another key selling point for us as stylists behind the chair to share with our clients. In the size of the packaging, the price point, also how many usages they'll get out of one bottle.
That's absolutely right, and with the economy the way it is, that is, like you said, a big selling factor.
Yeah. So the next product that I wanted to touch on was the bodifying leave-in treatment. You know, back in Chicago, I do a lot of blowouts. And one of the things that I find with a lot of my fine hair clients is the majority of all the styling products are almost too much for the hair. But I have found that the bodifying leave-in treatment does 2 things for me. It gives that hair that nice condition and shine, but also when I'm blowing it out, it really gives that volume to the hair. Tell me a little bit more about the bodifying leave-in treatment.
It does. It gives the hair a lot of body. It just kind of plumps it up. So for finer hair, this is what I would recommend, you know, just like you said, in blowing it out to begin with. Because it does give it a lot of volume to the hair.
So Celie, the bodifying leave-in treatment, you know, sometimes my client's concern is can I overuse this? Can I use too much? I mean, I haven't heard too many women complain about having too much body in their hair, but what would be your general suggested use?
Well, I think, Joe, that with any kind of product, you can always overuse any kind of product. So what I would do would be to spray it on the hair and then maybe towel blot it, and then begin to dry, the drying process of the hair.
Sounds great. So why don't we go ahead and go into some of the styling and finishing products.
Okay.
See, I want to start with my favorite product, because there really is nothing like this, the Design Gel Paste. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, this is an awesome product, Joe. It is dual action. We've worked with gels before and we've worked with paste before, but this is the only product that I have seen where it is the combination of the two. You can use it on dry hair or you can use it on wet hair. I have found that you do have to be real careful because you can overuse this and it can be weighty. But it is a phenomenal product. It also has a cosmetic mica in it, which gives the hair a lot of shine. You can feel that. You can feel what you want to do is put it in the palm of your hand and then you want to heat it up, so to speak, so that it has more pliability to it. Then you can even take another product that we have, Joe, and that is the serum. And this serum, after you get that in your hand like that, just take like a drop and then emulsify that in. And the serum is awesome too because it's not, a lot of those products that we use, for flat ironing and things like that will leave the hair really slick and almost greasy feeling. And this serum does not do that at all.
See, the next product I wanted to talk about in the Tai Chi line is the Design Shine Serum. Now, back in Chicago, most of the days I'm doing a lot of blowouts, and brush glide and shine is so important. And I found for me, this has been my new tool in blowing out hair, but there's so many other uses for it. Why don't you share a few of them with me?
Well, Joe, I do like the Tai Chi serum product, and I use it also for blowing out, and it does give that nice sheen to the hair, especially when you're round brushing or even when you are finger diffusing. I use it a lot in flat ironing as well. It takes those flyaways right out of the hair. It doesn't weigh the hair down. It's a very weightless product, and it just leaves it really silky feeling. So it is an awesome product.
So now, could I also possibly put this on when it's wet as a little bit of a cutting aid to get through the hair easier, to comb through the hair easier, to move that spiral motion into the hair? Or would this be maybe too overpowering to use that for?
With something like that, Joe, you'd really have to be very careful, because you can overuse that, especially as a cutting tool. I would tend to probably go more along the lines of the bodifying leave-in. I would use this more so as a finishing product.
Lastly, Celia, I want to touch a little bit on the control holding spray. You know, there's been so many changes in the laws with VOCs, and what specifically have you guys done here to create this finishing spray?
Well, it is the same, a lot of the same ingredients that was in the other products. What they did have to do, like you said, because of the VOC, it is a little bit wetter now. So it does take a little bit of time in working with the non-aerosol spray, but I do find that it has a lot of hold, and it's a fabulous product.
So if I'm looking for a faster dry, maybe I just want to hold it a little bit further back. If I'm looking for more definition, I can bring it a little bit closer in.
Absolutely, and a lot of times, Joe, I'll just spray it right in my hand and then go in and define where I want it as well. So I like that product. I like a non-aerosol spray.
Yeah, again, I think it's where everything is evolving to right now. It's so important environment-wise that it used to be, when my mom was a hairdresser, those aerosols would just cloud the whole salon, and we've really evolved away from that and gotten into the very low VOC type products. But again, it's all in the knowledge and the education, exactly what you were sharing about detail piecing,
right.
Or if you want it faster drying, holding it much further away and just kind of letting it fall over the hair lightly.
Absolutely, and by putting it on in layers, you can achieve more and more hold with this product.
So maybe if I wanted a much firmer hold, go over it once, let it set, go over it again, let it set, and that's how I'll get that nice firm hold that I want.
That's exactly right.